Before 2022, surrogacy was gaining very much popularity, especially with the film stars doing it and literally being misused.
It clearly means that it was very, very abused. Do you have any stories where it was abused?
I would not like to give the personal details, but we know it's in public domain. So many film stars have had their kids. I had one patient who was 40-year-old who was so depressed. She was on antidepressants and all that, multiple failures and all that. She actually required a donor egg because she had gone through multiple, and she herself, she came, give me a donor egg, and she was pretty looking also, believe me. One episode of bleeding, the heartbeat disappeared, and all that excitement came down crashing down. And we are also worried because so much of effort and this thing and all that. But again, she was strong enough, and we did the transfer the next time, and she delivered a son. Just a medical condition. Like we have any problem, we'll go to a doctor. So you have this problem, just go. Don't care what others tell, and don't stigmatize it. And also, when you get success in fertility, share it with your peer group. So the stigma is disappearing from the society.
Welcome back. This is our part 2. We have a lot of questions, and in part 1 itself, we covered a lot of myth busting, and then we spoke what does a team look like in the back end while helping the couple to get pregnant, and we also spoke about lifestyle issues. Here in this episode, I would like to know a little about the surrogacy. How common is it in India, and do we really need it?
Yeah, see what happened is before 2022, surrogacy was gaining very much popularity, especially with the film stars doing it and literally being misused.
Okay.
And so then the government came up with a law so that you don't misuse the surrogacy.
When you say misuse, what was happening?
So they didn't want their wife to bear the child, have the stretch marks, and go through that pregnancy. So they used to hire some vulnerable lady, pay her, and make her pregnant. And what used to happen is many of these girls were forced by their families for that money.
Okay.
The husbands used to force them and all that. So the government thought this should end somewhere. So they have put strict guidelines like indications like no uterus. So there's a surrogacy board which actually screens the patient and whether she is eligible for surrogacy.
Okay.
So if there is a medical condition preventing her from getting pregnant, then only you should do in surrogacy.
Oh,
and they don't allow a commercial surrogacy. There should be no money transaction between the person who is carrying the baby for her and the patient.
Legally, okay.
So it should be altruistic.
Yeah, but is it really happening like that?
It has to happen that way according to law. We know how it is in India.
Okay, yeah. But why was it so aggressively people were choosing surrogacy? Because if a government has to intrude and say that they have to create laws around it, it clearly means that it was very, very abused. Do you have any stories where it was abused?
I would not like to give the personal details, but we know it's in public domain. So many film stars have had their kids through surrogacy, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So there were also films made about this surrogacy. I think one was Mimi, where that lady was forced into surrogacy and then nobody took the child back. Foreigners used to come to India, hire them and all that. So
this was happening.
This was happening, yeah.
And people from other countries were also utilizing surrogacy here. Okay. And the reasons were not medical, but it was just to cosmetical reason or some other reason.
Yeah.
Okay. So right now the rule is that only if the lady cannot have, medically not possible, only then surrogacy. Okay, fine. So, how does this work? Is there any, the infertility clinics, do they help getting the surrogacy mothers?
No, that is, they have to get their own surrogates most of the times. That is according to the law. What we can do for them is we can do the IVF process and then the implantation of the embryo occurs in the surrogate.
Okay, so
there's a legal team which helps them out. For the surrogate process, like you have to go to a surrogacy board, get the clearances, then the legal framework, the agreement has to be there between a surrogate and the parents. And they have to form an insurance also in case something happens to her during pregnancy.
Okay.
So all the formalities are taken care by the legal team.
So basically, in the infertility treatment centers, they don't offer this as a service.
They offer, they help you, they'll assist you.
They assist you and they connect you
They
to
connect you to the right kind of,
agencies and the boards
Yeah.
and other things. But how much do the current scenario need surrogacy?
No, there are some patients who have had hysterectomy. For example, the uterus is not there, or congenitally they don't have a uterus. In these kind of patients, definitely will require surrogacy, or they have a heart problem where if they carry a pregnancy, it will be high risk of mortality for them. So these are the kind of indications where you'll do a surrogacy.
Okay, so from a cool factor of surrogating, they have come clearly to a medical specific reason.
Yeah.
And that mother, the surrogate mother, also will have to be treated well and medically and tested for all these things, and only then the baby grows completely in her womb and then the baby is given. So this is a last fag end of infertility. That is the last thing, but almost things can get sorted in the IVF itself, in maximum 1 or 2 or 3. While we are talking all about the normal divine thing, which has become a lab-based oriented, how much is AI helping in?
AI has arrived. It's arrived, but it's still evolving, and it's still not there yet. But of course, we can start with a sim analysis, which is computer-assisted sim analysis.
What does it do?
So the computer will do the sim analysis, which is done manually.
Okay.
So it will tell you how's the sperm count, how's the motility, how's the morphology. So it will give you a report.
Okay.
It helps us in sperm selection for ICSI.
Okay.
So and then embryo grading. Now we are doing manual grading. So the AI software will tell us which embryo is the best for selection.
Okay.
So they have data of many embryos, thousands of embryos, and then which is likelier to give pregnancy.
Okay.
So that they will try to assist. Okay. But right now it's not perfect. There are a lot of fallacies in it. It is still evolving, but we'll be there soon.
Okay.
We'll be there soon.
What do you think the future of infertility treatment?
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Just last month, a paper was published. It's on rapamycin, which is an longevity drug.
Okay.
So it's used as a immunosuppressant also in patients where they undergo transplant and all. Your lower doses, they've shown to extend lifespan, a fertility span. The numbers are small, but the Vibrant study showed that it delayed her menopause. It improved her fertility period. Then her egg quality, embryo, and IVF success also improved with that medicine.
Okay.
So we don't know. We have to still study. It's just the beginning, rays of hopes. So it will be exciting. Every year, new developments are coming up. New technology. And that is one reason success is also improved. Back then in 2004, when we started, IVF success was very low, 15-20% and all that. Now it's common, 50, 60, 70 is very common. In fact, we are worried the months it is 50, Why, what's going wrong? Recheck. It's coming down. You will be definitely worried because the technology now has improved so much. And I'm sure the future will hold more promise and more success.
Okay. How much these medical technicians, are they also doctors who are working and they have turned into technology to help you, or is it pure technicians, engineers?
They are biomedical engineers actually who devise the machines and all that.
Okay.
And they take inputs from us. They ask us data about the embryos and all that. So it's medical personnel with technology wizards who are developing all this.
Medico-technology things. About you, doctor, like for a person who wants to, a young gynecologist or something who wants to specialize in infertility, for those young doctors, what would be your words?
First is thanks for the compliment, but I'm not that young. Yeah, but go on. I couldn't hear anything else because of your nice compliment.
Okay, I'll reframe the question. Take two. Okay, so for young doctors who are taking gynecology, I understand that infertility treatment experts are basically gynecologists and obstetricians, right? So your basic education in medical should be the OBG, and then they choose infertility as their specialist. So how does that career path work, doctor?
So it's a subspecialty. Like you see a general medicine physician, and then you move on to a nephrologist. You move on to a cardiologist. Same way, after gynecology, you have different subspecialties. So you can choose endoscopy, that is laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, robotics. You can choose fertility. You can choose oncology, gynec-oncology. You can choose fetal medicine.
Okay.
So these are different subspecialties which people like to do.
Okay.
Rather than just staying as an broad spectrum gynecologist who will do everything.
Okay. So you specialized in infertility.
Infertility, yeah.
Okay. Why did you choose this?
One is like this is a emerging problem, and the technology is good. The satisfaction is better because you can treat all the patients. Whereas I found oncology is very depressing, gynec oncology. And radiology or fetal medicine, I felt, will be less interaction with your patients. You will not be talking to patients. You'll be only doing the scans all the time. So it's on interest. So what interests you, you should do it.
And obviously, this is like you're supporting a young couple to bring a new life into the
the most rewarding thing, because you are creating lives. You're creating lives. Or you are assisting in creating
Can
lives.
you share some stories that you have come across in your
So many. Because every journey has a story. Every journey has a story. And one thing is, they remember you all the life, and they keep sending you photos every birthday. You know that connection is beyond words to describe. And I had one patient who was 40-year-old, who was so depressed. She was on antidepressants and all that, multiple failures and all that. And she actually required a donor egg because she had gone through multiple, and she herself, she came, give me a donor egg. And she was pretty looking also, believe me you. But she was not in that state. She could go in for an IVF because of the stress and depression and all that. And 1 year down the line, in the first attempt with a very good donor, she beautiful baby, and I don't know, she has a very good sense of capturing the moments. And she keeps sending those photos, and then we feel happy that we are fertility specialists. We have changed lives.
Oh, interesting. Is
And
there some case where you thought this will not happen and it happened?
Yeah. See, one lady was there. She had, but I admire that lady. She had failures, around 8 to 9 failures she had. And then she had come to me. And there were certain problems with the sperm. And also we did some advanced tests, some immunological problems and all that. And we did one transfer, and that she conceived. Very happy. They bought sweets because it was after such this thing. The first time she saw 2 pink lines and, all that. And they gave us sweets. So we were also celebrating all that. And unfortunately, at 6 weeks, we lost that pregnancy.
Oh,
okay. One episode of bleeding, the heartbeat disappeared, and all that excitement came down crashing down. And we are also worried because so much of effort and this thing and all that. But again, she was strong enough, and we did the transfer the next time, and she delivered a son. And every Diwali, she comes searching for me and gives me gifts, and it's a lovely feeling. And wherever I am, I'm sure she'll come and search me and give me gifts.
Oh, interesting. This makes your life,
yeah,
very,
very rewarding, very rewarding.
Okay. What is something?
And that's the absolute joy they'll have, because they've gone through it and all that, and they treasure their baby so much.
Okay. What is one story that you could share with us where you wish they had not done this, they could have had a baby?
Sometimes changing too many doctors and being too much stressed out, I feel they could have had much earlier if they had reached us. They would have spent so much time, and they are coming at 39, 40, and they've done some Ayurvedic treatment. Like one lady, she had done. She had failed 2 or 3 IVFs elsewhere, and then she had gone through some Ayurvedic cleansing where they put some oil into the uterus, and all. Her lining had gone for a toss.
Okay.
And when she came to us, her lining was very bad. These are the kind of patient who might require a surrogacy. It had gone for a toss. So this patient, we felt maybe she should have come earlier.
Any other things like a DIY at home they tried. One is this kind of a thing, choosing a Ayurveda is great. Only choosing the right doctor is a problem.
And one more patient just came the other day. Like this patient, wouldn't like to discuss because definitely if they're watching the podcast, they will not be good. So I don't think I'll tell it right
Okay,
now.
no problem. Okay. Any other story that you would like to share?
Lot of stories. I'm not recollecting right now, but lots. I should write a book on it when I'm retiring. But
Wow. So that was a very emotional story that you said, but then also the strength of the women. But what I understood in one kind of maybe observation, whenever we are speaking, you're talking about her, the woman's story. Are there men's story?
many. And men, the main thing is like when it comes zero sperm, they are heartbroken. Because what happens is men usually don't share their problems with other people. So there's no guy going to tell somebody that I have zero sperms. He will never go and tell
share it.
But the incidence is quite common. Like out of 100, 2 or 3 people will have zero sperms. And they don't discuss it. But they come to us, and when we do a TESA, we get the sperm. And they get... no, once they get the sperm and they get a baby, it's a huge relief for them. It's a huge relief. And otherwise, their self-confidence is broken down because when they have zero sperm, and they are like somewhere very guilty. They feel very bad and they can't discuss it. That's the main thing. It's suppressed. The feelings are suppressed.
Have difficulty in sharing such thing even with a doctor?
Yeah, men with a male doctor, the connect is better.
Okay.
But I'm sure with a female doctor, it's very tough. So the connect is good with us, especially when we talk friendly with them, make them comfortable. They come out with all the stories.
How do you treat them for a higher, better sperm count?
Yeah, we do certain tests in men also, like their FSH, LH, prolactin, their testosterone levels, their estradiol levels. We do a scrotal scan, which check whether there is varicocele. We do a local examination. Sometimes some local problems also will be there. All this we check and try to find out where the problem is, whether there is a cause or is it idiopathic, where there is no cause found. And then lifestyle changes. We give them some hormone sometimes, depending on those reports. We try to correct the underlying cause, what is there. And then we try to achieve.
So you then make their sperm count better with the treatments, with medications, with lifestyle.
True.
And then they become better, and then it is again gone back to women.
Yeah. So and sometimes if some are not improving, also we have treatment for that, the advanced fertility treatment. Like I told you, ICSI is a game changer. Previously, there was only IVF, which you require certain good number of sperms to achieve the fertilization. Whereas in ICSI, we can choose the best single sperm and we can inject it into the egg.
When you say ICSI, is this a technology?
Yeah, it is a technology, intracytoplasmic sperm injection, where we get to choose the best sperm and we can inject it into the egg.
Okay. So while the problem today, both men and the women, we started a conversation, contribute to the infertility challenges. But still, one way is like, however you treat both, and then it is majorly dependent on the woman, where the egg is injected and then the pregnancy continues. So the majority of the work is with women, even in this case, even if
But the man can give his support. You have to give very good support, pamper them. See, in India, that is one good thing. Once a lady is pregnant, she is respected. Even you see in the bus, anywhere, we'll tell them, go and say it, we'll worship them, we'll do so many rituals and all that. So it's an enjoyment also for them. It's a badge of motherhood. They are proud. Yes. So it's not a kind of suffering. It's a joyful suffering.
How are the men and the women respond when they know the man has a problem and the woman doesn't have a problem?
The response is different in different people. Sometimes the man, as I told, when it comes at zero sperm, he's shocked. He's shocked actually. And he feels somewhere guilty also. And as I told you, they don't know who to share it with. They can't tell. And the blame is on the wife. Most of the time, everybody is thinking it's the wife. She can't tell my husband is having zero count. It is his problem.
For him also.
She has to end up covering. Because today also it happens. And never a lady is telling her in-law, your son has a problem, it's not me. So it might come in the extreme stage. But initially they try to cover up. They protect their husbands. They feel we should not let others know my husband is having a problem. They can think it's me having the problem.
Wow,
That,
that even today
today
it is
it is
happening
there.
because this was like wherever the problem is, the woman is always there.
Always, yeah.
But today the woman is also covering for the man even after she knows.
Yeah.
And when you are telling that, it is a fact.
Yeah.
It is not that we are even guessing it. It is happening. We will go to one nice, interesting section where you can rate, 1 being the least cause of infertility and 10 being the highest cause.
Okay.
Hookup culture.
3 out of 10.
Least?
Somewhere 3 out of 10. Not because hookup itself will not cause to infertility. It's the infection lifestyle which can lead on to an...
Okay. Vaping.
Vaping is 9 out of 10.
Complete no.
Yeah, complete no.
Okay. Alcohol consumption.
Again, 9 out of 10.
Okay. Smoking.
Again, vaping and smoking equally dangerous. So 9 out of 10.
Pollution, environment.
We all stay in that. So again, 3 or 4 out of 10.
Okay. Excess usage of phone and laptops.
4 out of 10. We all do it, right?
The 4G, 5G, electromagnetic smoke that we don't see.
4 out of 10.
Okay. Junk food and fast food.
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10 higher. Okay. All kind of mental and emotional stress.
5 out of 10.
Okay. Late or delayed pregnancy plan.
8 out of 10.
Okay. Sedentary lifestyle.
6 out of 10.
Heavy weightlifting or workouts.
5 out of 10.
Okay, that was interesting. So, as kind of we are wrapping up this conversation, for a couple, for a man or woman who has these challenges of getting pregnant and to see a new life, what would be your advice? Who are struggling internally and not able to share, and though they are going through treatments, what would be your words?
See, what I feel is action cures fear. Any fear, any worry, action cures it. I might tell you, don't worry, don't be stressed, anything. But unless you go meet a fertility specialist, the action is meeting the right person, getting the right treatment. Action cures fear, action cures worry. Just sitting and telling to stop worry, do meditation will not work. Of course, it will help you temporarily, but you need to solve the problem. So focus on solving the problem. And don't hesitate, be fearless and shameless to seek treatment. There's not a matter of shame, just a medical condition. Like we have any problem, we'll go to a doctor. So you have this problem, just go. Don't care what others tell and don't stigmatize it. And also when you get success in fertility, share it with your peer group. So the stigma is disappearing from the society. Otherwise, women are unduly put this pressure of childbearing as if they are born to have a child. It's not that way.
Interesting. How was your experience from your career starting to till now? You have done a lot of cases, and like we said, you have kind of delivered so many thousands of babies. How was it your perspective at this point when you look back? What would you tell your younger self?
I feel I've done the right things. I am lucky to be in this profession because it's very rewarding profession, and it helps a lot to bring down their stress levels and change lives. So we impact lives. So it's a beautiful job, and youngsters, I would definitely tell them, if they are gynecologists and they have some sort of interest, don't hesitate to take up infertility.
Oh, interesting. That is saying so. Anybody who wants to get into this is like they can reach out to you for guidance.
Anytime.
Okay, we will definitely drop your contact so that young doctors can reach out to you, understand from your experience, and probably start helping, supporting the future generations to have new life.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It was such an enlightening discussion, though this discussion is a sensitive one, a lot of emotions, but you made it lighter and you made it simpler. Thank you so much for the conversation. Thank you so much. And that's a wrap for today's The Life Grits conversation. So yes, please, we really need you to press the like button, subscribe button and the share button. It really means a lot for us. We enjoy doing this. We are really happy doing all these things. But please comment how this episode was and what we can improvise. We definitely wanted to do better with every episode. So, yeah, there are fun bloopers and behind the scenes on the Instagram. So visit us there too. See you soon with another free flow casual conversation with lot of good insights. Till then, take care. Let's explore every moment of life.